Krysthala, poor in spirit, exhaust after his scale up the caldera wall. The Ibis appears with a net of sacred gljiva and drops them in front of Krysthala. He consumes them as energy and guidance and begins to walk further into the western deserts. Shimmer, the sand crystal shimmer sound. Fall below, through the sand, in below free Adman. Resonance of the ancestors, their faces echo into stars. A space so sound, so gentle. Descend further into Ibis. Detach. Submit. The voices of the suffering, the voices of the lost, forgotten, abandoned, the voice of the morning star. Give not unto temptation. Love thyself, for it is all. Cradled in Asa, the steps of time reveal a path. A guide has been given. Trust in self. The sun burns life anew. After 40 days of walking, I awaken at an oasis across the Tigris, drinking from a pond. A voice says, "Drink," so I do. A blasting horn. Bells and drums in sync, as Asa would have it. A caravan of Bedouins bovina towards me. Beautifully they sway. Once they notice me on the ground, the Mizik Piamesimos. A man approaches.
You may have someone in your mind, someone in your heart, someone in your dreams, someone in your life, but I am someone when you have no one. My name is Abbas, friend. What is yours?
Krysthala, I tell him. My name is Krysthala. Abbas and his people invite me into the Agape tribe, 26 in total. Among the rest, Abbas introduces me to his family. Nadim, his brother. Faris, Nadim's wife. And Hiba, their Moana. Honest nomads that find Asa in all things, mainly through Mizik and Iluk. The Ganzi Gunu is ritually passed around at first morning, before travel, after meals, before sleep, and usually entices Mizik, Wovina, and singing. In tune with nature, the tribe travels to various spring wells, fountains, and watering holes, taking only what is needed. When traveling through the sacred Orwood, we would walk with the remaining creatures among it and speak with them at night. The Agape have taken burden of being shepherds to the remaining beasts that remain on Dadi. We sleep under the blanket of night skies, glimmering in waves. How I marveled at its existence. Abba says, when you sleep in a house, your thoughts are as high as the ceiling. When you sleep outside, they're as high as the stars. The Agape tribe lives by 7 philosophies principles. To ensure the sacred honor of Gaia, the creators of Dadi. To ensure the guidance and care of the Atman of children, with skills and knowledge to be left in the hands of Asa. To ensure the positive mental, physical, and spiritual health of the family through unity and communication. To ensure the will of the community is met and undivided. to ensure Dadi is observed, respected, and the source of all life is recycled in harmony through time. To ensure every step taken is in the path of Asa, the Great Spirit. And to ensure my ears are listening when Asa speaks through wind, and to watch in vigilance as Asa moves through nature. I had found much comfort in the ways of the Agape people, and for 7 years I walked with them and I grew to love them. However, my disconnect from Ninma and Baba has left an emptiness upon me. I battle with the emotion of vengeance towards Karta, thought to be my brother, betrayer of our trust. When in practice, a whisper distracts my concentration, an unknown whisper calling me home. Thus, I keep focus on my study and the path towards Asa. Abbas takes Hiba and I on early morning scouting runs. He teaches us to track and milk bull sheep. The mage of herbalism and botany, and how to read the stars to direct our travels. Varus teaches me an ancient wovina that swayed the flowers and called the kupu kupu, the flow to wicker tools out of the lakidi, how to play the siren flute, and a deeper understanding of jewels, crystals, and the true potential of the moldavit stone. The stone that was gifted to me at birth encapsulates the heart of many worlds before ours. It carries both the spirit and the essence of Asa, a fragment connected to the beginning of all. It is a key to our ascension. Nadim is sly with words, a trickster, master with riddles, and prefers mead over the Ganzi Gunu herb. He is the tribe's storyteller, and words manifested by Nadim can truly present such visions. On a night casted in suns, Nadim shakes me awake, pointing to Hiba, who repeats in his sleep, learning of the wise, the justice of the great, the prayer of the good, and the valor of the brave. Hiba frequently had night terrors. I couldn't help think of the 4 pillars, Ninma, Baba, unease for Karta, sadness. In return of their zeal, I teach the tribe to run in trance, tripling our distance. I show them how to study in the astral realm, the instruments Karta and I created through the 9 guiding discs I had remaining. As Hiba's night's terrors increased and became more vibrant, I had remembered what Ninma had taught me of the Saman, those who know the spirits and the power of the astral realm. While under one of his trance, I placed the guiding disc with the sound of the wave near Hiba's ear, and his jolting and shouting ceased. Hiba was unique to the ways of the Saman, and he had found his way. Together we practiced communicating with the elder spirits, and found true use of the vine of Aya. It was a tainted pool that began the sickness. 13 fell ill, and among the decaying lay Faris and Hiba. In fear of contamination, Abbas leads the rest of the tribe away from the sick. I tried to persuade a few to stay and aid their transfer, but none volunteer. Abbas tells me the ink of the scholar is more sacred than the blood of the martyr, and walks away. I alone remained and studied over the bodies. With the last vine of Aya, I make a brew, only enough for Ferris. Through an astral dream, Ferris leads me to the acacia tree and begins clawing at the bark. A beam of light emits from a ziggurat, connecting a grid of beams in the sky. A fawn stands beside me looking at the grid. The owl tells me, "Find Naraka, find the fawn." Ferris shakes my arm, awaking me into perspective. I had found the source to my path. A day's run to the acacia tree, a night's run back. On my return, packs of wild orb hounds begin chasing me and eventually catch the scent of the sickness coming from the ill-ridden tribe. I race the pack through the night. When I arrive, I begin to break apart the acacia bark into small pieces and feed it to the 8 remaining alive. The howling of the orb hounds grew near. As I reach Ferris, she tells me,
"Just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so, let one cultivate a boundless love towards all beings."
I place the bark in her mouth, and soon thereafter, the pack of orb hounds arrived. I could only hold back so many. The orb hounds decimate the bodies of the remaining ill, and I am left to watch. Only Hiba remains, untouched, and awakens to tell me of his vision. The howling grew to haunt me.